Hey everybody, I'm Lance Shanes. Thanks for watching Higher Living. So today I want to kind of carry on. I felt led to talk about some things that we can do to take our lives back from our phones, take our happiness back. Phones are super important. We're so blessed to live in this time to have them and all the things that they can do for us. However, a lot of times we get in the habit of letting our phones use us. And what I mean by that is, whether it be like the one I talked about yesterday, letting your phone sleep in. I think it's important to not go straight to your phone because it sets us into reaction mode. Another thing I want to talk about today is lessen the notifications. I know that's going to be tough for everyone. So every time you get an app on the phone, it gives you the option. Do you want to allow it to send notifications? I normally hit no, but undoubtedly our phones have a lot that are set up to notify us. And there's things that we think are so important to us. Like, what if I miss a text? What if I miss an email? What if I miss a social media message or post? I have pretty much all that shit turned off. I have like notifications. My phone will vibrate or make a noise if I get a text. A call will come through. Outside of that, I've turned off badges. I've turned off emails, social media. I don't get any notifications. I don't even have badges on. And the reason that I've chosen to lessen these and how it's made a difference in my life is it allows me to make time for these things. These things are important in my life. I like to keep up with people. I like to check my emails. I like to do all those things. However, without having the notifications, it allows me to stay in my present moment more and to make time to check the things when I check them on my terms, not on the phone's terms. We're in this constant, our attention span is, at least in the US, has gone, I think, from like 12 seconds down to 8. Everyone's ADD, everyone's scattered. And these phones are a big part of it. If you're holding your phone and it's constantly notifying you of, okay, this, it's taking you out of that moment. And in order to have more power in our lives, to take our control of our lives, I think it's very important that we are fully present no matter what we're doing in life. And if our phone's constantly buzzing, notifying you of certain things, how can you be fully present? And the worst is I try to be very present when I'm around other people. If I'm talking to someone, if someone's coming home, I try to not be on the phone, if at all possible. I know that's challenging, but nothing's worse than seeing someone like in a checkout that's just so engaged in their phone, not even paying attention to the person that's trying to help them. And a lot of that is due to the notifications that are constantly inundating us. So I'm not here to tell you to what to do or what not to do, but I've learned it, and by taking this into practice in my life, to minimize the notifications. You can go into your settings on your phone. I know it's easy on an iPhone. I don't have the non-iPhones, but all of these have ways you can go in and go through your notifications and look and see what notifications you have turned on. Some of them are important. I live in the South. We have weather and stuff. I keep my weather notifications on in case there's a tornado or something coming. And that's the thing. There's no right or wrong. But I think it's healthy to take that inventory and see what apps do I have and which ones are alerting me. God forbid, if it's news apps, if you have news alerts on your phone, not only is it taking your present moment, but it's probably going to wreck it, because most of the things coming out of news apps are not beneficial. It doesn't mean that you can't check them. I personally have tuned it out. But if you want to check, and that's the point on any of these, make your time to check. If you want to check a news app, knock yourself out. If you want to be on social media, knock yourself out. But by minimizing the notifications and determining which ones are really important to you, it can help your life. And even being away from your phone, that's something I'm going to do another segment on. It's important to take breaks from our phone, but if you've got shitloads of notifications, just like in the morning you wake up and they're on your lock screen, you have to really minimize what is important and what is it doing to me? What does it do to me when I pick up my phone? And, I have all these emails or all these texts, or what does it do? Just like when you wake up and grab it, it takes you out of that present moment and it puts you in reaction mode. It's not about ignoring any of these things. It's about making time for them on your schedule, not letting the phone dictate your life. And that's what it's doing to a lot of us. In our present moment, the moment right now, this very second, is all that we ever have. So let's try to enjoy it more Doesn't mean that you can't do anything with your phone. I'm not telling you to not use your phone. Phones are awesome. It's amazing that we have this technology and the things we can do with them. But do you need notifications from Pizza Hut? Do you need all these different notifications on? I think it's worthwhile, at least was for me, to go in and do an inventory of my notifications to see what was turned on, what was it alerting me of. You know, if it's a news app, do I really need that? Or can I just make time and go in and look at the news? We just have to be very careful to guard our present moment. And when we have these devices that are constantly pinging and alerting us and dinging and throwing badges and messages all over the screen, it's very difficult to be present. So that's something that's made a big difference in my life, is to minimize notifications, to do that inventory of your notifications. What apps are alerting me and what are they alerting me of? Is it good things or is it bad things? You know, and that's ultimately up to you. But I think the less that we allow our phones to ping and notify us of what's going on, taking us out of whatever it is that we're doing, and on the flip side, get in the habit of making time. You want to check your email? Check your email every 10 minutes. I don't give a shit. Do it, but make time for it. Don't be so reactionary. When we're reactionary to our phones, to technology, we're giving up control of our own lives. We're giving up control of our present moment, and ultimately, we're giving up control of our happiness. So make that change. Go through, look at your inventory, and you decide. But I encourage you to try to make more time for your phone, not the other way around. Because when it's making time for us, and it doesn't stop. It's going to alert you nonstop, 24/7. So just be aware of that and try to minimize the things that maybe aren't that important. And get in the habit of making time yourself to check these things that are important to you, as opposed to letting them dictate it on your schedule. It's just something that's helped me out a lot. It's helped me be more present. And by making time for things, I just have more control of what I'm doing in every moment. So that's my advice for today. I hope everyone's having an awesome day. Happy weekend, happy Friday, beautiful weather here. And of course, happy now, because you can't be happy yesterday and you can't be happy tomorrow. Thanks to everybody. I really appreciate everybody tuning in, the likes, subscribes. Having a lot of fun doing this. Got some great guests coming on here as well. But thank everybody for tuning in, and get out there and have a fantastic day. Minimize those notifications. As opposed to letting your phone dictate your life, why don't you dictate time for your phone? Makes a big difference. Thanks, everybody.